amazing thing about books is how they have lives of their own. Writers think they know their business when they sit down to compose a new work. And I suppose they do. Right up to the moment when the last piece of punctuation gets planted on the final sentence. More often than not, that punctuation is a period. It should be a question mark, though, because what occurs from then on is anybody's guess. Ha! I'm Thomas C. Foster, and welcome to the introduction of my book, How to Read Literature Like a Professor, a lively and entertaining guide to reading between the lines. A New York Times bestseller by me, Thomas C. Foster. Anyway, today we will be looking at a few select chapters and talk about the themes written there. So, first, we will begin with the first chapter. Every trip is a quest. Except when it's not. Anyway, this chapter is about characters and how every character, every single one, goes on a quest that could be known or unknown. We will use John Steinbeck's novel, Of Mice and Men, as an example.
Are you thinking about them?
I am.
What color are the rabbits?
They're brown and black and white.
It's almost like we'll just own a whole ton of rabbits.
And live off the fat of the land.
Yes, we will. The fat off the land. Are you thinking about the rabbits?
I am.
Well, think about the rabbits. Think about the rabbits.
What the? What was that for? Dude! The fuck, man?
Next, we will do chapter 2. Nice to eat with you. Acts of communion. This chapter has to do with the fact that when two characters are eating together, there's probably a relationship going on between those two. Not necessarily romantic. Keep in mind, kids, not romantic all the time. Just some sort of relationship, alright? But sometimes it's not always a good relationship. As we will see in our next example. Ernest Hemingway's book, Hills Like White Elephants.
Hi, welcome to Chili's. My name is Lexi. I'll be taking care of you tonight. Can I get you started with something to drink? We have
Dos cervezas.
Okay, alrighty. I'll be right back with your drinks.
Get off your phone. We're trying to have a nice dinner together.
Did you gain weight?
Alrighty, I've got your beers for you. Here you go. Do you need another minute with the menu? Okay. Ow.
This beer tastes gross.
It's soda.
Tastes like licorice.
I think those hills look like white elephants.
I guess.
No, they do.
Your stomach looks like an elephant.
Next, we will do chapter 4. Now, where have I seen her before? That's the name of the chapter. This chapter has to do with repeating ideas that are found in literature. But we will use the repeating ideas of dystopian novels and compare it to the short story, don't remember what it's called.
I volunteer as tribute.
Dead.
I'm Divergent.
Dead. I won the lottery! Dead.
Next, we're going to do chapter 10. Never stand next to the hero. And this has to do with the fact that characters that are associated with the main character always tend to get screwed over. So yeah, the example we're going to use is Hamlet.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you hast my father much offended.
Come, come.
Go, go.
Have you forgot me?
No.
Oh me, what hast thou done?
Polonius.
Oh me.
I'm out.
Next, we're going to do chapter 12. Is that a symbol? And this has to do with the fact that in books, pretty much everything is not just that thing. It's probably something else. It's probably a symbol. Self-explanatory. And the example we're going to use is metamorphosis. Ah!
He's dead? He's dead! He's dead! We can live! Woo!
Next, we will be doing chapter 18. If she comes up, it's baptism. And this chapter has to do with the fact that if someone like goes in water or drowns, it's like baptism. It's like an awakening. Speaking of awakening, that's the name of the example. It's called the awakening. Next, we're going to do chapter 23. It's never just heart disease, and rarely just illness. This chapter has to do with the fact that when a character has something wrong with them, like health-wise in the book, it normally has to actually do with their character. Yep. The example we're going to be using is in 1984 by that boy, George Orwell. Oh.
Freedom is slavery. War is peace. Ignorance is strength.
Last one, chapter 21, Marked for Greatness. This chapter has to do with the idea that if a character has some sort of unique bodily thing, like a scar or a birthmark or something like that, or it could be a number of things really, but anyway, that character is normally marked for greatness, like the name of the chapter. So yep, on to the example.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
You're a salesman, Willie.
Hi, welcome to Chili's. My name is Lexi. I'll be taking care of you today.
Harry Potter, the boy who lived. Willie Loman, The salesman that died.
For the insurance money.
Thanks for watching the introductory video to my book, How to Read Literature Like a Professor. A lively and entertaining guide to reading between the lines. A New York Times bestseller by me, Thomas C. Foster. I'm Thomas C. Foster. This is my book. Anyway, see ya next time, I guess.